Welcome back to Barely Behaving with Becky and Jason. Thanks for tuning in. So we got you some new t-shirts and you tried them on. They didn't fit you and I'm sorry.
They're tight. There was one that was nude. It was a Toy Story one. So if I turned it backwards and drew nipples on it, it would look like I would be walking around with no shirt on. So that's cool.
Yeah. I had somebody comment that it looked like your tattoo sleeves were fake with that shirt because
like it came with it. Like it came with the shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the meshy ones. Yeah. But they're not. Well, like from a distance, like the graphic on the front was kind of like all mushed together and then like your sleeve. So it was like, because it was skin toned, it was almost like you had the tattoo of Toy Story all over your chest and your stomach and then also sleeves of other things. Like that's kind of what it looked like.
That didn't look too good.
Yeah. So we're going to take that back. And the Dare one. Very 80s, very nostalgic.
No, because I laughed when I pulled it out of the bag. I was like, this does not apply to me. Dare, the fucking nerds. And the fucking nerd that comes in with the little, it was like a string, and you tie it around your finger or your wrist or whatever it was. Now, you promised not to do drugs. Uh-huh. I promise. Kids coming in, they're like from junior high. Like,
hey, then I'm a nerd because I've never done any drugs.
yeah, but you didn't go in there and be like, don't do drugs.
No, I didn't.
Fucking
I was
nerds.
just like, okay, I won't. I was that guy.
Yeah, and when my sister listens to this, she's gonna laugh. Nerds are getting bombed with beers in 5th grade, 6th grade.
You drank beer in 5th grade?
No, but Carrie did. I think they did in junior high. Beers.
I never did any drugs because I'm a goody two shoes.
Mm-hmm. And
people might not believe that. I did drink a lot of alcohol though in college.
That doesn't make up for it.
No, I didn't do any drugs. So I was.
Boone's Farm is not really alcohol. Malibu's not really alcohol.
I loved a Malibu pineapple.
That's not even alcohol.
I loved a Boone's Farm straight from the bottle. A Midori sour.
Those are like 20%.
I liked it. My first alcoholic drink ever was a screwdriver.
Ooh, vodka.
I know.
Nice.
And I was like, wee. I think I was maybe 16. Maybe I was. I tried it for the first time.
No, we were bombing beers. We get hammered pretty bad.
Yeah, no, not me.
Long time ago.
Although I did drink some beers in college. I didn't like them, but I drank them because everybody else, like all that there was.
Yeah. Like Bud Ice. You remember Bud Ice?
I remember Bud Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Bud Ice and then
Miller Lite was the go-to for me at NIU when I was there.
You had,
and Heineken.
Heineken. Well, we weren't fancy.
No, not Heineken. Rolling Rock.
I was gonna say Rolling Rock, the green bottle. Those are so horrible.
Yeah, we drank them.
I'll tell you a beer. Red Dog.
Red Dog. Okay.
Burn your guts inside out. Red Dog. I don't even think it's around anymore. But if you are old enough to know what Red Dog is, you're in you're in the right place.
It was fun to get drunk. Yeah.
It's fun to get drunk.
It was. I don't get drunk anymore though.
No.
But it was fun to get drunk.
Yeah, more sophisticated now.
Yeah.
You
have your sipping whiskey.
No, it's the tequila.
Or tequila.
The añejo.
You have both.
I do, but I feel better with the tequila because it's more natural. Because you remember when you shake it up?
Yeah, we saw a video for some guy in Mexico. He was in a liquor store and he's like, this is how you know if you have a good tequila. And he shook one of them up and it was all like foamy on the top. And then he's like, that's the bad one. And then he shook the other one and it didn't have any. So.
Yeah, the ones that I have, I shook it up and there was nothing on that thing. So
yeah, you had to test it.
Did. I saw it. I was like, fuck this. I'm testing it. If the ones that have additives make the foam. That's what he said in his Mexican voice. I picked that out.
That was a terrible Mexican accent.
Amen.
Was that Jamaican?
Yeah, man. It's beer.
Okay.
Red Stripe. That reminds me. You have Red
Stripe. That was a Jamaican beer.
Right.
Yeah.
It looked like a little medicine container.
Yeah, it did.
Pop the top. That didn't taste very good either. No, I was going to tell you, that was when we were smoking weed.
I've never done any drugs. I've never even tried a cigarette.
When I was 11 years old is when my father went and got a package of cigarettes. And he said, let me show you something cool. And you smoke on the cigarette and you rip the filter off and you take the M80 or the M40 or whatever you have and you stick the wick in there and you throw it randomly around the yard and the cigarette burns down and then it ignites the firecracker within 5 to 10 minutes and it just pops off. So they were called time bombs. I was taught that. So I was sitting out in the driveway with my sister, and we were like, "Oh, we're so cool."
Did you smoke the cigarette?
He let me. Yeah, he let me try.
At 11?
Yeah, he let me try it because he knew it was nasty. So you're smoking it.
So you'd hate it, and then you'd never do it.
Exactly. So I never really did that again. But yeah. So I learned how to do that. So our oldest son is actually right in the wheelhouse to learn that. So I can teach him that next year if you would like.
No, he's a goody two shoes like I am.
It was the 80s, bro.
I was too afraid because I was a cheerleader. So if I did anything that would have given anybody an idea that I was doing something against the cheerleading rules, that I could lose my skirt, my uniform, my hair bow, my spot on that squad. Absolutely not. Anyways, back to the t-shirts.
The t-shirts.
Somebody also in my DMs noticed how you look like you're wearing little brown gloves.
Yeah, little brown gloves.
Because your hands are so tan and the back of your neck is dark fucking brown and the rest of your body is not.
That is correct.
That's because why?
I work outside and I wear long sleeve and long pants. It helps protect the sun, but basically it's for construction sites. So you have sharp rebar, sharp plumbing, all sorts of stuff. So
I hear somebody listening to, somebody's got a video game out there.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he's playing Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Nintendo, one's on Nintendo, one's on Xbox. The other day, our 11-year-old was on in his special gaming room, which is a 75-inch TV. This is 11 years old. This child has the best setup there ever was. Also, that way we can see what he's doing on his games. Like, we're not going to have a TV and a gaming system in their bedroom ever. So that way I can walk by, I can hear him, I can see what's on the TV. And the other day I go by and I hear him going, "Get away from him, get away from him." And I'm like, "What is this game you're playing?" My 6-year-old goes, "It's the sleepover experience." And I go, "The what?" And he goes, "The sleepover experience. You have to get away from the uncle." I said, "What the fuck is that?" Turn
funny.
that off immediately.
I think it's funny.
So that's on Roblox. In case anybody was wondering, there's a game called The Sleepover Experience where apparently some kind of pedophile uncle chases you around and you have to escape him.
Well, they also have escape P. Diddy's parties too.
No.
P. Diddy's freak off parties.
I can't. These
Those
games are for...
I'm not making them up.
I know you're not making it up, but like, who is like, we should put this out for the kids. That'd be great for them. No. Oh my God. People are so gross.
Yeah, well.
So watch your kids on their gaming systems, people, okay? So we're cutting back on that. Let him grow his little garden on Roblox. That's fine. Grow your garden. Let's just not play that game.
But I mean, like, when I was a kid playing on the 24-inch box TV that weighed 500, like, you couldn't even move it. Like, it swiveled, but you couldn't move it.
It was swivel. That's high.
Yeah,
that's
high class. It had like 4 stations. I don't remember having a remote. And we had the Nintendo with the archaic setup. One day, the tube TV, because they were all tubes back then, the tube started getting black spots. My dad comes home and he's like, "Yeah, I told you it was ruining the TV. It's got the black spots on the TV. You're using the TV up. You're using it up." I was like, I've never heard of using the TV up, but okay.
There's only so many hours allowed.
And then we sat there and we watched the TV for probably a good 6 months with black spots in the corner, which is fine. You don't need to see the whole thing. But what changed it, though, was the black spot started in the center.
Okay.
And then you can't see anything. So
then they ponied up for
got
a new
rid
TV.
of that bitch. I watched him, veins pop out of his head as he was trying to get the TV out. And then he brought a new TV in, which was 32 inches. So
that's big time.
At big time.
You need a fucking forklift to bring
it was
that in
probably,
your house.
I would say the TV at 32.
150.
pounds. I shit you not. It was heavy as fuck. I watched him kind of like roll around with it. And then my mom was like, "Do you need help, Buzz?" It's like, you're not helping. He had to set it on like a stand. And if my sisters listen to this is vivid memory for her because she was sitting there too. The stand had like little corks that popped up and the TV fit perfectly on top of the stand.
Okay, so it would stay in place.
I can just see it. I go to help and the TV drops down and things and her fingers are still in it and it squished the fuck out of her fingers. That's when my dad's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
They're the same people.
Same when they're in their 30s as they are now in their
God.
70s and 80s. It's fine.
God.
It's funny.
They're just the one
yes,
speaker.
we had the either late 70s or early 80s synthesizer
Ooh, yes, my dad had that.
hooked up to the
speakers that were like
the
this
box
tall.
speakers that were up to
With,
your
like, the mesh
up to
on
your
the
head.
front.
I watched them wire it, and I just sat there and just like ate snacks and watched them swear and throw shit on the ground. So if anybody that is in our age bracket knows watching their dad,
Yep. Set up a
fuck
stereo
shit
system.
up, and then be like, "What the fuck? This fucking thing," and then they "What the fuck? This thing's not fucking working. What the fuck?" The synthesizer also had like the little things that adjust like the treble and the bass. And
Right.
thing. There's like 6 of them, and they were like
You get them just
like,
right.
so my dad's yelling at my mom to replay whatever fucking bass part was on the
Oh,
thing.
it's the good part.
The good explosions. So he measured it all perfectly.
Yeah.
My sister would go over to those things and like push them like all up. So then what happens is because he would go and he would turn Saturday night TV
It's movie night.
rented. Wasn't around yet before Blockbuster came out. It was
Family Video.
Family Video or whatever it
Yep.
was. What's with that sound? The
That's
sound's
not
off.
right.
Directly right at my mom. What'd you do? I didn't do anything. Why is the sound off? I don't know. So you don't. Did the kids do it? Did they do it? I don't know, Buzz. I don't know what's going on. I don't touch the damn thing. So this argument goes on for 10 minutes. Then everybody's called to attention at next to the synthesizer.
Standing there.
We're both standing.
Your hands behind your back.
Which one of you touched this? I don't know. Somebody move this now. The TVs we have now are fucking crystal clear. So
Right.
I don't know what was wrong with my fucking eyes back in 1988.
All I know is I remember the TV at my mom's house on the entertainment center. There was a section for the VCR and the TV, and then there are picture frames from our class pictures, and all the stuff's up there. And I remember them watching the Bears play on that TV.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember it then being fuzzy.
Yeah. But you didn't know any better.
And you're sitting like so far away, and it's this little square. We'd have like a party, and there'd be people over, and all these people are gathered around this little ass TV watching.
You can't see it. Well, you didn't know any better.
Well, then you go through all the technology, right? So we had VCRs, right? Like, who still owns a fucking VCR?
Whoa.
My mom.
No, skipped a step.
What'd I skip?
You skipped a step.
What is it?
You had VHS
Yeah.
or beta.
I don't think we ever had a beta, or at least I don't remember.
Well, we did. And the guy at the video store sold beta, the Betamax, to my dad. So it was beta, Betamax, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray.
I remember we had a Blu-ray.
Then it obviously transitioned over to streaming after that.
Thank you for taking us down the road.
You're
of all
welcome.
the
Of
technology.
how old we were? Yeah, very old. We've seen
all of
seen
these.
it all.
Yeah,
Seen it all.
it is. We're a special part of the Gen X / we're in that in between Gen X and millennial generation, the
Right.
Zennials
we're the
as they call
Goonies. We're the Goonies.
We are the
Zennials.
Goonie generation. I don't think our kids have messed with anything really here.
Sure, they have. How this is? I don't know. I don't know what happened. My favorite though is where's the remote? I don't know. I just saw you 30 seconds ago with the remote. Where did it go?
The Apple TV remote. I think we need to get one of those what is that called? Those little Apple.
The AirTags on the remote?
Yes.
I agree with you 100%. I'm tired of looking for the fucker. Well, remember one time we were going to Disney World and one of the iPads was missing?
Oh my God.
And we had to go on a scavenger hunt.
Yes.
And the older one blamed the younger one. So we're trying to get to the younger one. Where is it? Well, I think it's right over here. I think it's right over here.
And he was so certain.
He took us around the entire house for a half an hour, and to the point where I turned.
Oh, I think I know where it is.
Yeah, and then I was just like, where the fuck is it? And then
the whole time.
the older one had it in his backpack.
It was in his backpack. The whole fucking time.
The whole fucking time was in his backpack. And then all of a sudden, it was like, it's not a vacation unless somebody yells at somebody before we leave, and you get it all out, get all your aggression out.
And then you're in the car, and everybody's like coming down from it.
Oh yeah, I can feel my pulse, and I'm because I know what happens when you don't have it.
Yeah.
Then you have problems. Then we have tears. Then we have fights. It's like this.
And I don't want to hear well, we made it without iPads. Yeah, we did.
There was no alternative.
There was nothing else. Like we played the little games you bring in the car.
The Travel Connect 4. That was great finding those fucking pieces after
in the backseat of the car. Yeah.
And then when someone loses, like, fuck this shit. You
everywhere.
cheated.
That's just not how it is anymore.
Or we had our portable Discman at that point.
Woo!
And which reminds me, since we're on the whole technology thing, when we used to fly up front when we first got married, we had the portable CD player with the TV. Remember?
Yeah. You'd like flip it open and you could put it in there and you could watch it.
Yeah, this was before the iPhones and everything else. And we were so fancy.
Oh, they had cases.
Yeah, we brought the camera. And we had headphones and everything.
They're like JBC. Brand
whatever it was. We would bring like what movies we want to bring. I don't know. Let's bring these 3 movies so we could watch it there. They put down the trays on the airplane and we would share as we put ours right down. Watch that shit.
I forgot about those.
Time.
That's wild times. We've seen a lot of things. We went from AOL chat rooms.
Oh my God.
Telling strangers our age, sex, and location to
Yeah.
Now we're on the internet.
The internets.
The internets and telling everybody everything about our life.
Yeah, that's true.
And here we are.
With
2 microphones talking about it.
I relive my fucking childhood with the fucking arguing and everything else.
Well, this isn't a therapy session.
It's
we
not
need to go over
therapy.
the trauma.
No, it's funny because everybody has the same shit.
True.
In our age bracket, if you don't have trauma, you didn't live.
It's
you didn't
true.
live.
Yeah, our parents.
You can't call yourself an 80s baby or a Zennial or a Goonies if you don't have trauma.
Yeah.
If you got trauma, you're good. You're good. You're going to make it.
We're all the same.
Hell yeah.
We're all in this together.
We're all fucked up somehow, some way. Just like the tornado. Let's all get in the hallway.
Yep.
And get on your knees and put your head
down.
between your legs and put your hands over your neck because you don't want something to cut your neck because then you'll get paralyzed.
Yep. That's what we did.
I don't know if I'm worried about that.
I don't know. I saw a tornado go through Plainfield, Illinois, and tear that motherfucker up. And schools were dismantled, like completely, homes to the ground. But don't worry.
You're safe.
If you're in the hallway with your hands over your neck, you're good.
You're safe. They already tested it out. It's been tested. Tested and proved.
Oh my God. Yeah. No helmets. We left the house and we didn't tell it. Yeah, I'm going to Kimmy's house. Okay. See you when I see ya. We didn't have communication with anybody, but I'm not saying that we should treat our kids that way now because the world is different now than it was then.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lived a totally different life. Anyway, so we're not going to have a podcast next week because we're going to be cruising in the Caribbean.
Yep.
So there won't be one next week. Sorry to disappoint because we're going to be doing more fun things. And I'm not bringing all this shit on the ship. Absolutely not. So on the cruise, if your kids go to the little kids section to like hang out and the people watch them, you have to have a passcode.
What people?
The Disney people. You have to have a passcode to retrieve your child from that place. On this ship in particular, there was a slide that they could go down to get into the place, right?
Yeah, but
once you went down that slide, the child was in.
I didn't know it was like the one way.
That's it. They're checked in and they're in. So if once they've done that, you have to go down there to give them the password to get them out.
To go down.
And last year, our chosen password was balls.
Right. So
the cast members like, your child is here to check out. And then they say, what's the password?
Yeah, but see, you forgot that the people in front of you did the same thing. And they're like, they were like Avengers. And you're like, oh, that's nice. And then it's like Iron Man or Mickey, Donald.
Yeah, so
Goofy.
Most families are choosing a themed word because we're on a Disney
Then you walk up and they're like, ma'am, what's the password? And you're like, balls.
Yep.
The password is balls. Let my child out. Let him free. I didn't know it was the one-way slide. Once they are in, fuck.
I got to go get him and say balls
you're
again.
Sitting there and you're just like, fuck you, little fucker. Why'd you go down there again? Okay, what's the password? It's balls, okay?
Yep.
Before you even ask, it's balls. Hey, let my kid out. It's balls.
So this time it's not balls, but whatever. Anyways,
I'm not telling you what it is yet.
No, so you don't go take my kid if you're on the same ship.
Yeah, that's right. It's not balls.
Anyways, so we're going to be on the cruise next week. You won't find us doing a podcast.
Oh, there's going to be some stories.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep.
If not, we're not doing it right.
It's true.
I'm hoping on some arguments.
Well, your parents are coming.
Oh, yeah.
Your sister's coming.
Oh, yeah. They were all going to stay in the same room.
Yeah,
all three of
that's
them.
fucking same.
So
your mom is 81, your dad is 74, and snores like a
76.
fucking
He's 76.
Snores like a fucking bulldozer.
A freight train.
Like, oh my God. And then your sister,
49,
9 years old,
was thinking the little partition
was the little curtain in there she's gonna stay in there with them.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
With one shitter, one shower.
No.
And then the little partition. So
and then your parents who argue at every breath they take.
They bicker. Okay. I'd call it old people bickering.
And
because
they've been married for so long.
They're not at the point where they're like, I'm getting divorced. They're at the point where like, I'm going to kill you in your fucking sleep, buddy. You keep it up. I'm going to choke the fuck out of you. People are going to come here and ask questions. I'm go, I don't know. You just didn't wake up.
And she was going to sleep in that room. And I told your mom, I said, are you sure you guys want to stay in the same room?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be good. And then Carrie was like, I'll just sleep out on the veranda. No, bitch, you're not going to sleep on the veranda.
You'll get...
And then what's going to happen is all you fuckers are going to be complaining this whole week. And I have to listen to it. Don't ruin my vacation because you all are pissed because nobody got any sleep and you're all... Fuck, no.
The only thing that solves that problem is alcohol. Once you drink a couple of alcohol, you're the bitch and you're like, I can't hear you. And you just fucking wander off.
Anyway, we dove too deep into that. So we won't be here next week, but stay tuned for cruise content because...
Probably will be interesting.
Should be good. I hope so.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
Cool.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. Bye.